Sajam cha vardi sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham Trailokya timirapaham Jai Shiva Omkara Prabhu Har Shiva Omkara. Come on everybody, help me sing.
Jai Shiva Omkara Har Shiva Omkara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Har Shiva Omkara
Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Ardangi Dhara Shiva Omkara
Shiva Omkara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Hare Shiva Omkara
Ekanan Chaturanan Panchanan Radhe
Ekanan Chaturanan Panchanan Radhe
Hansasana Garurasana Vrishvahana Saje
Om Jai Shiva Omkara Hare Shiva Omkara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Hare Shiva Omkara
Do bhuj char chatur bhuj das bhuj te sohe
दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दस भुज तीसो है
तीन ही रूप निरखता त्रिभुवन जन मोहे
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा
Let's sing together everybody.
ओंकारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा हरे शिव ओंकारा
अक्षमाला बनमाला मुंडमाला धारी
अक्षमाला वनमाला मुंडमाला नाडी
चंदन मृग मद सोहे बाले शशिधारी
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा हरे शिव ओंकारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा हरे शिव ओंकारा
जय शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा. Let's pray together everybody. Om Gajananam Bhutanam. Everybody, we came to pray. Kapeta Jumbo Oma Sutam Shokabhinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Pankajam. Think of Durga Mata, think of your mother, and ask your permission now. Ma, by your grace, you have allowed me to be here, but allow me to listen, allow me to learn. As we walk closer and closer to our Shivratri, as we utilize our mandir, we thank God for all those that make moments like this possible. Ma, may you allow, by listening, by practicing Shravanam, may you allow me to get the blessings that I so need in my life. Sarva Mangala Mangalye. Everybody. Shive Sarva Sarike Sharanye
Jayambike Gauri
Narayani
Namostute
Guru Brahma
Guru Vishnu
Guru Devo
Maheshwara
Guru Sakshat
Param Brahma
Tasmai Shri
Gurave Namah
Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody.
Om Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya
Om Shlomapati Mahadeva ki jai. Please have your seat, everybody. Shrishti from Nika. Michael. Welcome. If you came in after, everybody, as we're about to start, make sure your cell phone, I had to take off mine, make sure yours on silent. You know, we just forget. We don't want to disrupt we discourse. We finished 3 nights in Karatal last week. In that yagya, we reflected on chapter 3, Bhagavad Gita. To start with, I want to use it again. In the beginning of creation, when Lord Brahma creates mankind and the human race, he says in Gita in chapter 3, he says, I've created you and I've created something called yagya. Yagya is translated into sacrifice. If a person utilizes these moments, these types of prayer, these types of moment, you are going to get the happiness and the contentment that you are looking for. Too often, when we think yagya, you just think Pandit Sikumar, Pandit Tulsi sitting on the singhasan singing. We associate this part with yag. Yag is actually there, sitting by a bedi, offering on your lingam. When you do that type of positive karma, there now you'll get the reward that you're looking for. This portion is where you are preparing the person, preparing yourself, setting the mindset to do those things. This is when we actually taking a break from the yag. So when you have yajna, the 7 nights, the 9 nights, the bedi prayer, where the person fasts and they come to offer with their hand to do praschit karma. After that is finished, this prayer, let me use English, prayer meeting, the discussion, the satsang. This is where before you go home, let me talk godly and goodly things. As we serve to give the person additional help. How? You are practicing 2 forms of devotion right now. One, by looking. I am sitting in the audience. How is it that I am getting the blessing as if the person who sits for the prayer? Darshanam. When Sabrima is talking to Sri Ram, they talk about, thank you, they talk about the different forms of devotion. So when, yes, I get the opportunity to bathe the murti, change the clothes, sweep the temple, that's good. Offer the prasad, very good. But suppose I am in a way where I can't do puja. What could I do? Watch the prayer. Our elders used to say, your Puaha Bhagwat are going to watch the prayer, going up the road to witness the sanskar, the wedding. Even funeral. Funeral is a sanskar. So I'm going to witness, and by watching, the elders knew. If I sit in the front row, remember those days? The people used to rush for the front. But they knew why. If I get to watch the prayer, I get equivalent blessing as if I did the prayer. If I did the puja. So the person makes the time sacrifice. They make the effort to reach here so that they witness not only the reading but the puja. They get the benefit. Then, and we do the same if you happen to look at me on TV home. You're still getting the blessing because I get to watch you on television. Then the second way, if I listen, Shravanam, I am not doing the puja tonight, Pandit. How am I going to get blessing? By listening to the katha, listening to the song, listening to the Pandit chanting the mantra. Just by allowing it to penetrate your body, you get the blessing as equivalent as if you had done the prayer. So the person makes the sacrifice to practice this form of devotion. Although, Baba, well, I really didn't get to put the flowers on the murti with my hands. Am I going to get blessing? Yes. This is how you do it. You utilize the sacrifice in this way, just by listening, just by watching, but it have others. When you go home and somebody say, well, I know you went temple. What you hear, what you learn, and you recite it, you reflect on it, you think about it. That is also a form of devotion that you use after this yagya is long done and gone. In this way, we are going to practice devotion to get to our Shivratri. We have to understand Lord Shiva a little bit in order to better prepare for that night. Everybody, as we get set to go into our Shivran, put your hands together and ask him for his permission as we do Sumran for Shivran. Ask him for the ability just by listening to get the karma, praschit karma. Repenting action is being done here. Allow me to see change in my life. The way a parent will pray, a single person may not pray. The way a sickly person might pray, a person who has full health, all their senses, they might look for those help. The person who needs financial help, they are praying in one way. A child doesn't pray for mortgage. So everybody has to close their eye. Think of Lord Shiva, dear God, tonight I've gotten the opportunity to be in your company. I don't know much about these mantras and these forms, but help me to learn. Gauri Shankara Pada Kamala Prema Sahita Hiyale Srimad Shambhu Puranya Ke Bhasharata Bhushuvam Shruti Samvena Nadi Shiva Samba Sachidanand Nirguna Brahma Vilaka Ek Yayami Sutakan Jai Ke Maya Paya Jaga Bahupalana Laya Shambhu Jasu Bhala Pavat Gaurav Doy Mata Pita Guru Bharati Veda Vyasa Munis Prema Sahit Kar Chora Kara Sabhi Nawa Hushe Gauri Shankar Pad Kamala Prema Sahita Sahitam Srimad Shambhu Puranya Ke Bhasharatahu Shubham Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Everybody are fighting. I was coming back from the cooler. Bear with me. We enter into Shata Rudra Samhita, second part, chapter 3. Well, we enter in chapter 2. In this section, Nandi, the bull, who we associate with Lord Shiva as his Vahan, is talking to the son of Brahma. This is somebody called Sanat Kumar. Sanat Kumar, it looks like he has a funny blessing that he will always look like a little boy. He has the Janev on his body and he looks very young, maybe average the age of 6 years old, 7 years old, to put a thought in your mind. Janev and a little dhoti covering the private. That is all he has. His 4 brothers, but this one, Sanat Kumar, is always asking questions. So imagine for our conversation, a little child sitting with a big bull, huge bull. And he starts to ask questions about Lord Shiva. He says, "You are the Vahan. You are the best person to tell me about him. I want to understand him. I don't understand him. I don't. When I look at him when you're doing the arati and you're talking about, you see how nice he looked there? Understand that that artist giving me a false impression, you know. That man is not so nice. This is in everything, only put fame, only put mala, things Shivratri coming in. We'll put mala, we'll put bay leaf, we'll put grass, we'll put different things. But nobody don't bring munda mala, skulls, actual skull, dead bone, and tie it and put that for him too. When he's called Bhutnath, Bhuteshwar, that is the same Shiva. So when you're calling in the arati and you're saying, I bow to the guy who has all the ash from the cremation ground. Remember when his mother-in-law see him, when he married Parvati Mata and she see him, the lady gets so frightened, poor thing, fall down unconscious out of fear. Consider what it. So this little child, who is an old soul, but he's in a young form, says, sometime when I watch him and I see the moon on his head, I just wonder why the moon is there. I just see snake on his body. Why the snake is be squeezing the throat? Squeezing, not just decorating as nice. You see how nice and flat the snake looking there? No. They were churning the ocean, we know the story, and the poison came out. So the snake that was on that swizzle stick, the mountain, says, Ma, Parvati Mata, put your finger here, and she squeezing so the poison don't go down. And the snake come and say, Ma, is I who was the swizzle stick, and because I'm me now, he had to drink that poison. I helped cause he to get that trouble, that throat, Neelakan, that form. His whole body not blue. He is described as white. His throat were blue, Neelakan, this blue. And why it stay blue is because she put her finger here and she stopped the poison. The snake come and say, Ma, you go get tired. Your hand can't remain here forever. Let me hold the poison with my body, how the snake just twists the muscle. I will block the poison here and it will not be able to go down. So the snake went around the neck and it squeezed the throat so that the poison must not be able to swallow. Imagine you drink water. How hard you're going to have to squeeze here for it not to swallow. It wasn't as that Murti is looking there. And the pit here is the same. It looks as if the snake is casually, lovingly around his neck, but the snake is there for a purpose. So Nandi is sitting to tell this little boy why he looked like that. How he ended up with four hands. How he ended up with this jata. Why not the Ganga? Why the hair is knotted in a jata. How it have so many forms of Lord Shiva. I hear it have form for water, for fire, for this, for that. I hear when Lord Vishnu in the Christian form, and he have the Sudarshan Chakra, and we know Lord Vishnu has had that saw blade thing in his hand. Where that come from? Is Lord Shiva who make it, and say, here's Vishnu Baba, go and fight war. So the little boy now, just like me and you, a child, we want to learn about God. We want to say that when I believe in Shiva, I am a Hindu and I believe in him. You know why you believe in him? You know what you believe in. Other than that, don't be like your crazy pundit, you know. I believe in him because my mother tell me, go and do your prayer. Offer your dar, light a deer. So I do it. But if you ask Baba, well, Babs, maybe I'm not a Hindu. Understand the perspective. You live in a country that have mixed religion. So if somebody come and say, well, I see the guy looking blue, why blue? I see he have a cow next to him there. Why that cow there? How? Then you is the ambassador now. You is the person representing all of you. You have to be able to open your mouth and say, well, this is why. Satsang is defined as the coming together to talk truth. Truth. Not gossip, not opinion, but truth. Tonight we look to the book to hear what the book have. I reading, but I reading from the book. Not only opinion. When you walk away, you must walk away with that knowledge. And the knowledge must walk you closer to him. Then we waste each other time. Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai.
Jai.
The little boy cornered Nandishwar, Nandi. But the proper name of that bull that is associated with the lingam, you have him over there next to Shiv Baba, Nandishwar is his full name. So the little boy says, could you please tell me, oh knowledgeable one, oh best friend, the Lord Shiva, tell me about the excellent incarnations of Lord Shiva. I don't know them. I don't know the purpose of them. And I heard that there are many. I've heard just as how it have pearls on a string and a person might wear them as a mala. There are so many different forms of Lord Shiva. Some I know, some I don't know. Could you please teach me about how Lord Shiva pervades over this universe? Let's hear as he begins to tell him in this chapter 2, and then we'll go into one of our real discourse. This is a little précis, a little reference for everybody to consider about the Lord Shiva. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Come on, everybody.
Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Shivo Bhasma Rudra Uttamabhim Pashupatiye Ishan Mahadevo Bhutnatyena Shrutuyate Bhuya Bhuya Yeta Junayatam Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Deta Char Char Vishayaru Vishwa Ishwar Kamya Shankar Mahadeva Sada Deva Vishwayetam Je Natyati Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. He says that Ishwar has 8 main forms. Some of the names you will know, young one. Sarva, Bhava, Rudra, Ugra, Bhima, not the Bhim Arjun brother from Mahabharata. Bhima, I'll explain it. Pashupati, Ishan, and one form we know, Mahadev. These 8 forms preside over life as me and you know it. In the energy in the water, the fire, the wind, the sky, the Jiva Atma, the soul inside the person, the movement of the sun and the moon and the energy that comes from it, that is Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is constantly in motion, in mobile, immobile form. That is what is called sarva. What makes for the science child makes something solid. What makes something, if you take water, when you put it in the ice tray, it gets like a solid square. But that same water, if you throw it in a circular goblet, it will take the shape of the goblet. That ability to change shape and change form, that is the form called sarva. When we are doing the base underneath the lingam, in the hole in the earth, and you're putting different metal and different mantras, you're calling him there. Let this energy remain there. In the form of the water, Bhava. In the wind, Lord Shiva is considered to be called Ugra. Ugra, this causes little trouble. In the local circle, when you have people that go to Shakti Mandir, they use that word Ugra to tell you that sometimes this Ugra form is a scary form. And this scary form has to do blood worship. Lord Shiva on his own, in his totality, is a kind of scary fella, truthfully. But the Ugra form has to do with the energy that the person requires to breed. It doesn't mean because the form you are looking at, let's say in the Varaha form of Lord Vishnu or Varahi form of Mother associated with that form, because you're seeing a boar head, it means the form wanted to sacrifice a boar. It have people who will be pushing that, and for the Sanatanists who don't understand better, they might get confused. What about Hanuman Baba? That means we are going to find a monkey and chop off his head now? What are we saying? Careful. Ugra is a form of Lord Shiva that we just put the tikka here. And Baba just put tikka for you in different place. Right, you're calling that energy reside here. And bless me when I fall asleep. Is my body Baba? Children is tell you that. Is my body found the Bomeas twice found to put tattoo is my body. Okay. No problem. When you're going to sleep and you fall asleep in the night, you just tell your lungs, okay, breathe. Heart beat, beat again, beat again. Lord Shiva stands in your body in this example, guiding the lung to do all that have to do so that life is maintained. The oxygen, the carbon dioxide, change it now inside of you, but you are not in charge of it. When he has a form called this is the Sajjo form. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow night. This is the one who is in charge of the sky. The different type of cloud, the different type of weather, he's in charge there. The person who is in charge of the soul. The person who causes the sun rays to cause plants to make better corn, better seed, better grain, Ishan. The moon having an impact on the child. Why you behaving so hyper? Is it full moon? Why the pregnant girl have to make baby when the moon coming? I preparing Baba, let me be frank, all respect to everybody here. How much time it happened all day, set date for prayers. And Baba crying today, I well prepare myself to do my puja, but the moon come and the belly, as a lady, all respect, the belly spoil. Plan change. Lord Shiva, when you hear people say, Lord Shiva, where do boy? This is the linkage to that. Not the moon is one guy, but the effect that moon in the sky does have on your life, that is where Lord Shiva is playing. Think about the moon in the sky again. Watch how the seed is be when it's full moon. Same sea when it's new moon, different. So your body now make with water, tears, urine, blood. So what does happen as the moon coming closer to the earth? It looking big in the sky, the magnetic pulling, and you just find people who have a temper, the temper. For everybody here with a husband, how you behaving mad? So moon coming, moon 3 days before the moon, 3 days after the moon. So in this example, what Nandi is telling him, before you see the Murti, follow me, before you see the Murti, before you reach any temple, understand that Lord Shiva, in a simple explanation for children to understand, is pulling you and pushing you, pulling you and pushing you. He's forcing you to breathe in these simple, just off the 8. I just touching one or two. He is squeezing your chest. Think what I'm saying. For the person who going through menopause and you have anxiety and you hear a little noise outside and, oh God, the bandit coming. And the breath loss. What you getting frightened have to do with your breath. Calm down. You're going to get it back. How to get it back? Meditate like Lord Shiva. The Hindu, close your eyes, say the Om Namah Shivaya mentally, manas prayer, and you're going to see it coming back. Lord Shiva, you see Lord Shiva hand in different mudra. When we chumain and we just chumain this, Lakshmi Mata one, everyone have different benefit. When you take in Panchamrit, remember, you pull and you squeeze the nail on the index finger, right hand, and you put it on your left hand to drink the milk in the little cup here. Why? When you squeeze the hair, you're activating the nerves in your stomach. When I drink the milk, pull the milk quick. So the blessedness must run through my entire body. So in the same way now, when you see you're going to do Manas prayer, mental prayer. Imagine me lie down on your bed and porting, I can't sleep. The breath I come in. I studying this, I studying that, I studying the other. Hindu, they say, have a mudra like this. If you ever see me doing Hawan, and just in front the Hawan cone, you see the person do this and they pull it to the chest. It's for a different type of calmness in a moment of, everything happening. You're hustling. And when you hustling, sometimes the last thing might come in your head is a mantra, in all fairness. How that praises go again? And you need it now, but you can't get it. In the case of you are imagining you alone, you're getting ready to sleep, but the sleep I want to come for you. It's that, oh God, I take the tablet, I can't shut off. What the Hindus do, plait the fingers, put it on the chest just where the bone is, man or woman, and you press your knuckles like into your chest. And Om Namah Shivaya, saying it in your mind, mental prayer. And somehow, if a check Shivratri night is a kind of competition between doing the job and finding the yawn. Because that is a sleep-inducing mantra because of this form. He is sitting on you and he's causing you to breathe. Think about why it is yawn. Your air not exchanging fast enough. And he forcing you now. You have to take in the air to get the amount of air into you. So when you call him, try it when you go home. You're going to know when you fall asleep. You're pulling him to you, and I don't want to have nightmares, put your hand right here. And sleep with Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You see him. Dear child, the person who caused, when you water the plant for roots to shoot, is that same Shiva that is triggering this change in the plant. Tonight when I come, they hand me this. You just do this when you have prayers home, man. Kalsa, the coconut on top of it. I see people in the street here, when they had Devi prayers, there is offer coconut in the fire. Eh? Somebody asks you why. Don't tell me you know. Hold on, I'm telling you now. In a nutshell. Don't tell me, well, I see the Baba tell me to put I put. Plenty children will say that, right? The coconut is a big seed. Potential energy, life live inside. So some people is kill the animal, they offer the life energy. Dear God, please accept that. How I give is so I get karma. So the person want to know, I'm just lifting it for everybody to see, bear with me. The person given the energy inside of this have the ability for a whole tree to grow. The reason why they shape it like this, it looks just like the dia light. For it to look like that. But the reason it is leave this part, God make the coconut so if the eyes exposed, this will never sprout. So the little hooks on top, this give it the fertility. So if I put this in the ground, this will grow as is. If I put the whole coconut with the hooks, it will grow better. When you put it in the Hawan Kun, and you offer, what you offer, dear God, the energy that is inside the seed, I'm giving it to you. Please bless me that the energy must come back to me the day I'm feeling sick, the day I need money, etc. The ability for this seed to blossom into something. You see it in Bhagavad with your Govardhan, when you have Navratri and you put the mung in the parai and you're waiting for she to sprout as the coconut. You're seeing that sprouting, and all you know what I'm talking about. Right? That sprouting or growth that you're looking for is Lord Shiva. He is playing with the Devi who is inside the nut, inside here is the energy, and he's telling you, all right, time to grow now, time to grow. Some people hand, they could water what? It will never grow. Tulsi will never grow by them. And some people, they're planning for so much of Tulsi. Think about it, but she will grow. Me, I know where people tree come from. Me, I know where jamun tree come from. But it growing in the land, it growing by my bong, it growing in my place. So the person does say, when I see certain things growing, I equivalate that with positive, with good. But you wouldn't think that is Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is sitting there with his eyes closed most of the time, as you see him in your movies, and he's occupied some way. He's sitting on your chest, guiding your breathing. He's sitting in your prayer in the form of the nut, in the grain that you're offering, growing in the yard, around your rain. You do your prayers and a little shower of rain come from the sky. Madhu Baba saying, all right, send a little blessing there for she do good. Nandi says all these invisible forms are where Shiva lives. Shiva is just like when a father feels happy when you see the son and the grandson are comfortable. They are comfortable by his sacrifice, by his, let me say, hard work. When you see children living right and they're happy in their marriage and the children born now and everything going good, as a grandparent, you feel so comfortable. So too is Lord Shiva. When the universe is manifested and his energy and his focus is playing around his children in different ways, he feels very happy. He feels very bonded to each person, internally inside the person's body and externally, making them enjoy different aspects of the environment and in their own life as a man, as a woman, gender, race, religion, etc. Their individual experience. No two persons might see something the same way. The way how a lady does pray to Lord Shiva Shivratri night, a man would never pray that way. But he is listening to all. And he is bless all if you do it correct. So he says, if a person, oh young boy, oh Sanat Kumar, if a person goes about doing his prayer properly, correctly, trust me, I am his close companion, and take my word as gold, he will take care of you. Anything you pray for, it's possible. You know, from time to time you just hear talk like that from your elders. When young people going through trouble, the interview for the job, the exam for the school, the marital problem, the people now married 2 years, 3 years, you know, they go fight like cat and dog. And you will hear somebody say prayers. Come on, you didn't marry for 1 day. Come on, have patience, say a prayer. You know, do your prayer. Thing going good. Do your prayer. Say, thank God the child passed the exam. You have to give thanks. And you hear grandparents burying this thing. Young people, I want to hear that. We don't have time for that. We don't believe in that. And most of the time, that's the problem. They don't have the experience with God to have faith in the God yet. Young people are plagued by, just like what you see in Gita, I know my ability. I could get it done. Until, correct me if I'm wrong, all you're going to know better than me. Until the person reaches to the doctor and the doctor can't help. Maybe we reach inside the nursing home on our bed. And the doctor says to you, talk to your pundit. There's nothing else we can do here. And for those of you that know your Shiva, and when we're talking about fighting death, you get down to your prayer. I'm not talking about Rajasic prayer. Gita tells you about Tamasic, you're doing the same type of puja. But it have people who will do the prayer to show pundit, look how nice we can do big prayers. Plenty people, big tarya, my parsad is the best. And then it have some people, I have the smallest tarya. Maybe because I'm a job, I can't get to make the parsad, I buy fig and I come temple. I have the simple clothes on, but you see in my heart, I really 100% believe in my Lord Shiva. Doing it that way, following, Gita tells you, following the injunctions, doing it correct, then you're going to get sattvic blessing. When the person does sattvic prayer with that type of faith, I have lived to see many people, the doctor says, they are dead. Make preparation, call whosoever. I don't know your experience. But if you ask me how that happened, maybe somebody was seen down on the chest, maybe somebody was seen down in the organs. I don't know how things start to work. The kidney, did he walk away from the kidney? It's imminent, he going to dead. And then the kidney start to heal. Something start to work. And the dead people still living. And then you might hear, you see me, you see that Durga prayers, you see when we used to cut cane and the crop come in and we have to offer that Devi something for that land to let these men and them go and do the work and come back without blood, without fire, without damage. I believe in that. You see, the beginning of the year, I have my faith in my prayer. You see, my offering for the land, I have different name for it, we could talk about that. But you see, that I have faith in that. Young people had that yet. So it's only when we sit down to talk, correct me if I'm wrong, Some of the best satsang here is guys when them ladies cutting up the takari, you know. One satsang is happening here now. And next one gonna happen tomorrow. And children, correct me if I'm wrong, but we just learn from what them talking about. What them doing. What these ladies do when they changing the clothes or they offer the parsad. My mother, what is it, ladies? My mother-in-law teach me to make parsad soap on it. My mother did it this way. My father used to do prayers whenever Diwali time come in. You learn by what you see. But we have to reach that point now, beyond what you could see. You understand what he's telling the little boy? Beyond what you could see, it have more to it. And if you really look for him, he there. So the little boy, something nice. But me, I know all this we're talking about. I don't have that faith. I need to learn. I need to hear from you in order to grow into it like you. He says, first story I will tell me. Tell me about you. You is the bull he is sitting on. I hear it is call you Nandishwar, meaning the form of Ishwar, form of Shiva, that is called Nandi. That is what that name mean. So how come you would call you Shiva and you just be separate from Shiva? Let me hear, we enter into chapter 6 in this Shata Rudra. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samtita Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samtita Namastasye 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 Namo Come on, everybody, all you know is just pray. Clap a little bit. We can finish that now. Namastasye, namastasye, namastasye,
namo namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita
ब्रज कामा शील धोया भक्त पितृ मातृ भ्राता ये तर्पणो भक्ता सयुजन ये यापी धृत ये आदम या
देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता
नमस्ते नमस्ते
नमस्ते नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता.
He says, oh little one, oh son of Kumar, you want to hear my discourse? It starts with my father. My father was a Muni by the name of Shiladha. And he would engage in dhyan, meditation, very knowledgeable person. But this type of sadhu that could do his prayer and live when time for prayers, live one side from the wife. When off prayers, he could live husband and wife. But this was a time where he was living one side and he was doing his prayer very ardently, with full devotion, nothing to distract him. And one day whilst doing the prayer, a group of his ancestors, the Pitras, the Agnishvataha is a group of Pitras that we worship when we are taking out Tarpan. These are the people that belong to different religions. These people did not offer pinda, sapinda dan, etc. And we want to know what happens to them. They are sitting, waiting for our generation to come with another generation. So that when certain sanskar, like wedding, the shrad, which is done before the wedding, Nandi Mukh Shrad, when that is being done, Agnishvataha, Pitra, they get help. But this, my father, at that time, he wasn't studying children. No children are coming. And all these souls are waiting. They come to him and they say, great money, please don't forget us. We need help. Please have a son. A great child that will bring forward blessings, karam, that will allow us to find peace, great punyam, blessing. Listening to them, remembering that a person has to repay the debts to the ancestors. He starts to think about what he could do without breaking the front that he was in. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samtita Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita
Tapasvi na tapasvi santor shadaya pushtaye kritaham janma valyam ayunita putraye shambhuye nadiye ati
Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita.
all he knows is the Chapt. When he is doing Om Namah Shivaya, and he takes his mind and he listens to them and he says, I will do my best, but I cannot abandon my prayer. Sometimes when you're doing prayers, you're doing puja, think about where you and I is doing or what are we different. Prepare everything for your prayers. And when Tanti come and she say, hey girl, where you put the basin, where you put the tower, where you put the next pump, you forget prayers now. Lord Shiva, hold on, pause. Pandit, hold on, pause. Halfway in the Chalisa, pause. They're in that cabinet, they look inside, go turn around, go around the court. Stop your prayers and focus on other people. Oh, look, Tanti Rich, they put you in that chair over there. This guy doesn't want to deviate from the fasting, from the thinking. If me and you are guilty of this, from the time the Lord and Master the cell phone, say ping, 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 you're picking up the cell phone in the prayers. Hold on, Pandit. Who message? Let me see. Somebody pass away. When you hear about people who die, remember you come unclean. When you hear the death news, this is why as Hindus, when the person come as the guest by the door, hold on, they're doing prayers, hold on, they go talk to you just now. Then they finish the puja. Don't read the text. Don't interfere with the phone call. Finish the puja. Then take that message. He went to do the job and he's thinking how to give them children and still do my prayers. I'm not breaking my breath. And he sat down, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Indra comes after some time, God of the Devatas. Let's hear what he tells. All you have to help me clap, you know. All come now. Let me sing a little bit again. Putraya Dashami Putraya Tham Yogani Nitya Mrityaye Satana Ayoni Tetanayena Ye Shiva Bhakta Pasviya Ya Devi
Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita.
Come on everybody.
Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita.
Indra comes and interrupts the job that he's doing. Says, Muni, I'm so pleased with you. Ask for whatever you want and I'll bless it. I'll give it to you. I'm so pleased with the personality, the persona, the way in which you are doing the prayer. It's sattvic. You are doing everything correct. Don't mind those ancestors are pleading with you to get children. You are not deviating from your prayer. And I see the sacrifice and I want to reward you for it. Muni Moni says, Prabhu, I'm so happy. Bless me with a child that will come from no contact between husband and wife. A yoni ja is the proper type of child that I want. Yoni is the base of the lingam. That is the proper name for that part. Yoni is also a form of the female body, the reproductive organ, the womb and everything that go with it. Do not I want that child, but I don't want the child that have to pass through that womb and the passage. I am not in the way of my normal husbandly duty and lifestyle. Because of that, I am being robbed of the opportunity to have children, to offer Tarpan, Pitra Tarpan, Rishi Tarpan, Dev Tarpan, etc. Please give me such a child. Let's hear what Indra tells. Tasya yoni ja putra prithayate prayateyatam parita jhanaye shambhunatha akshamala bhritaye yadi. Come on everybody.
Namastasye, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena
Samtita. Prem Salomapati Mahadeva ki jai. He says, Muni, as the king of the Devatas, my power is great and massive. But what you are asking for is beyond the realm of natural order. For a man to have a child, there must be a female. For a female to have a child, there must be the input of the male. This is how creation is continuing as time, as the kalp is running. Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, Kaliyug, and Gwagin. When those four things pass, that is one kalp. In order for you to get this type of child, Muni says, hold on, I didn't finish. I want a child that will not die. I want a child that will not be born by human contact. I want that type of child. He says there's only one form. You see that part where you talk about deathless? There's only one person I know who could conquer death, and that is Mrityunjay, Devadidev Sada Shiva. I don't have the ability to give you what you want. Go to him, pray to him, you're his bhakt. Go to him and see if he will be able to help you. Jai Bhagwan, is he? Look, they call him. Kill the call. He sat down right where he was listening to Indra. And in this way, he started to pray to Shiv Baba. But Shiv, who is known as Jagat Guru, he's testing this man. Sometimes you and I are praying so long and me again no help, me see no change. This man sat there with full love. And when Indra left, so much time is passing that his body starts to get very maga and meek. An ant nest started to form all over his body. Birds sit on him, insects sit on him. They bite him, they rip him, and even then he's not getting up, he's not reacting. His body withered as time was passing. He did not stop to eat either. His devotion was so much. Look at sacrifice. But you and I know about this. It says if, when you're talking, I mentioned in different yagna, if a person cannot do Shiv Puran yag because of health or whatever circumstance, read half the Bhagavad Gita. In the Mahatyam, he says, if the person read 9 chapters of the Gita, you get the blessing as if you have done an entire Shiv Puran yads. If I miss Shivratri in different texts, it tell you I missed the Shivratri because of whatever circumstance, I couldn't do it. How could I get the same blessing? Okay, for 1 calendar year, from Navratri in the March to the next Navratri in the March. Every Monday, Nil Jal Brat, fast without water on the Monday, and you will get the blessing equivalent to what you will do Shivratri night. What we do in Shivratri night? Yes, the physical offering, the parasad is important, the milk, the dahi, all them things. Cool him down, offer it and keep him. It seems as if he's very heated. We always wetting Lord Shiva. Wetting, we're going to discuss why. The second thing, we're going to fast from sleep, Jagran. We're going to sing. We're going to jap. And what else we do? Fast from salt and food and all that kind of thing. All this sacrifice to get the blessing. This fella is doing the same type of Jagran. He fasting without sleep. He fasting without water. He fasting without food. And his body withering away. And Mahadev Baba waited for years, 1,000 years passed. And when he did appear, Parvati Mata and Shiv Baba appeared in front of him. And he did not even then, imagine, in the movie when you see God appear, everybody just kind of wake up and see God is in front of you and start to talk. This person is so in tune with his prayer. I don't care if the car passing outside, I don't care if the dog barking, that does not interfere with my peace and my focus in my job. Similarly, Lord Shiva appeared and he did not open his eyes, he did not get up, he did not do like, something big happened. He remained right there, calm, cool, as if nothing happened. And when Tripurari, the destroyer of the three cities, Tripura, had to touch him on his head. When you're doing the hardi, after we do the matikor part, any mother just rub the scalp or the mole at the head. The mole at the head, that rubbing, that part, sometimes is because of this moment where Lord Shiva, when he touching people, he just touch them here. Wake up. The divine energy that the person is playing for starts here. And it runs through the person's system. So when you bow and you just touch your head, you don't touch, I need God in my shoulder, especially if arthritis pain, think what's in. But I want God, the murti, the fire, everything, touch me here and send the energy, permeate the energy throughout my nervous system. He says, oh Shalida, open your eyes. Dear son, I have been watching you and I'm very pleased with your devotion. Me and your mother, Goddess Parvati, have come to reward you. Ask for what you want. Salida says, Prabhu, please, O Chandrasekhara, my situation is for the upliftment of all my ancestors. Please bestow upon me a son that is free from human touch, but must not become old, must not die, but he must remain. And so long he remains, all the ancestors will be uplifted. So long as this child is alive and he's doing goodly and godly things, he will be able to uplift the ancestry. I don't want to have to deal with this problem again. Please accept my prayer and grant my heart's desire. Nandi is telling to Sanat Kumar, Mahadev smiled and he says, O Brahman, in a different kalp, a long time before, I was requested to come upon the earth. I was asked myself to come. And I did tell them that I would come. Today, I give you the assurance. Not only will you have a son, you will have me, an ounce, a piece of my energy as your child. And I will be known as Nandi. I will bring closure to some discourses. I will come to enact certain passage and certain parts for the benefit and the protection of mankind through your family. And so long as my form is there and exists, your family, you will always gain merit and benefit. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. Lord Shiva turns to the goddess and he says, Ma, bless Shalida, bless your child, give him your darshan. And before they leave, she says, you will enjoy the blessing of the love within your heart your focus, you love to do your prayers, you love this hobby of doing this, your heart will swell and you will grow to love this form that is coming. I bless you. As the goddess, one place I stand, consider what I'm saying here. I will stand inside of you. And when the time comes for you to become a parent, that parental love that you do not know now, there's no child, you don't know this love. It will blossom. By my grace, it will blossom. And the way you will put time, effort, whatever you have, now you will gladly give it away for child, grandchild. You self doing it. Think back about you when you was in your father's house, in your childhood days before marriage. If you like a sahina with slight pepper, that is all you know. That is all you're concerned with. You're married and something happened now, whether man or woman, I learn to care for this person. I know you like bourbon biscuits, so I buy 2 for you. And you find the joy in pleasing that person under normal circumstance. I know you like jingy boys, I cook jingy for you today. And you go smile because of that. Fast forward now. When the child comes, all the time, any nice little extra change you have, you might go and buy clothes for you. But now, the child comes, so if I ask you if your last dollar, where you going to do with it? Baba, I go do it out the roti, let them eat. Baba, I go take that to buy school books. Babs, I go have to buy vitamin, I buy for them. You see how the virus going around? It's for them. So I will allow this joy. Not everybody have it. It have people in this world, whether you call it postpartum depression or whatever. Sometimes they hate the same child that come from them. The same mother, I want to see the best bone in that child body. Some fathers don't care for the children. It have some people that have this mother working inside of them, boy. And something, if they run and fall, you feeling the pain. If they eat and they're happy, oh God, look how he well eat my food when he married. He's still eating the salad roti. God bless. And you're happy. This joy, where this joy coming from? Think what thing. I went to learn to drive, I had to go to school. I had to learn maths, I had to go to school. Where you went to learn to be a mother. Why when somebody eat where you cook, you just get happy for? Who teach you that? When them pass the exam, you just feel like you stand up on top of the throne with the crown on your head. You just be like, yeah, he passed the exam, he get a degree. He get a good job, he working, he married, yes, you're nice years, he married, yeah, boy. Their win become your win. And the love, it start with love. The love mother saying, you ain't know about that yet to this guy. You ain't know about that, but I wouldn't rob you. Husband and wife come together, God bless them, make a child. And you go see the lady belly grow and all the fight, the good days, the bad days, the trouble days, and the husband go learn to care in a different way. Now we talking it had that. A child going and appear just like that. So you don't have this time to learn to love or to learn to grow because I sacrifice now, toting you with your big heavy self inside of me. Of course I love your child. I taught you for so long. But now the trouble is, think about it. In today's world, you hear about stepfather or adopted father or foster father or the neighbor child. I accept that child as my child. Not everybody going and just love a next man child with that way. Not everybody going and see somebody child need a book side the road and say, you know what, if that was mine, I would have want to help that child. Mother says, don't mind you are being robbed of this gestational period or the pregnancy. I will still give you the ability to love this as if it is part of your own. When he walk, you will feel it's you. You know, when we're doing the funeral, they say when you lift the box, you're paying back your mother for the milk she give you. Ma, your milk make me get bone and muscle. So today now, I'm lifting your box to repay that debt. Your father is the same thing. When you lift that box, you're saying, Dad, you ever hear somebody say, I point it in our way for children to understand. You ever hear somebody say, you see how you talk there? Remind me of your father, boy. You just look just like that man, me and he went to school together. And you resemble him. Those traits, your genes, your name, Dad, I want to pay you back for that. Today I lift you. If in this example I lift you from here where we are doing the funeral to where you need to go for me to burn the body. I want to provide that movement. I am going to do that. And in doing it, let me pay you back for what I owe you. I don't want to owe you. But in the case now where the child is not going through all of this, the person may not have the love or the attachment. You just see it sometime with people. I go love mine, but my brother one and my sister one, I might not love it the same way. Mother saying that inside the heart of some people, they will have the karma that they could love another person's child. Blessed are those type of people that have that capacity to see somebody in trouble and feel as if they are in pain. Not only somebody might say, well, when my child crying, I just feel it in my belly. Imagine you have the capacity that did not come from your belly and you're feeling it in your belly. You have that mother with you, and this is one way she works. Brahma and all of the other devatas came to see this moment of this blessed, my father getting flowers. Oh, little boy, they throw in flowers on him. So blessed is he. And my father, after all the devatas left, he started to make preparation to do great Shiv Yagya. In order to gain the blessing of Lord Shiva, the person has to remain faithful to his prayer and not get complacent, not get lazy, not get distracted. You do your prayer, but you hold Om Namah Shivaya on good days as well as bad days. Then the person is able to win Mahadev. Shalida knew this, and he starts to gather ingredients as well as the right people. Hear this now, the right people. Sometimes people is interpret. I have in prayers, I have to get this particular Baba or the now who know everything. Good, very true. But the people who it is be talking about in this example is the people you have to feed the audience. Consider what I say. Why I just feed people when I have prayers? It could be bread, butter in today's world, or it could be the most elaborate, chana, aloo, pumpkin, whatever. That don't matter. Feed the people and get the blessing as a result. Why you just do it? When you get, let me say we have a bandara and you get the person in the wheelchair, the blind person, the person with the mental problem, or the differently able somehow, and you feed this person, you're going to get different type of blessing, benefits. So I'm going to look for the person who know what I'm saying. Trust me, just do it. Just as how when you have Navratri Brat and we just go for the 9 Kanya, and we know about that part, we will make sure she's a Kanya, only she cannot be older. When that time pass, we can't wash your foot, because washing your foot to get a particular type of blessing. When the Kanya doing the Chumain and they put in the Lakshmi, and all, this thing, why we just do this? Lakshmi Mata sit here in this mudra. So the girl, Durga, in this Kanya form, is on-chain the boy or the girl. Don't let nobody mad you, don't get sick, don't get, upset, whatever you're going to get married. And everybody, why that girl couldn't marry me, Pandit? The trouble. So we don't want, we reach by the baby to do the prayers, and the Baba truthfully, Pandit, I have to run to the toilet right now. I'm just telling you something. I have to run to the toilet. So the Pandit now is start to say, Ollie, we need to take a break. We're sending the bride inside. We're going to fix the urni or something. And it's a different trouble. Boy children, girl children, same trouble. When you go by the car and you're on chain with the flower ball, what are you doing it for? When they're bringing them home and all it is on chain with stone. Some people do it with flower, spirit, zombie. Why did they use flower instead of the stone? The stone they just feel that pelt in the spirit. Don't come wrong the new baby. Don't touch. Whether they use the flower for eat this, nah. Look at her flower. Eat this, eat here. South, north, east, west. Eat this. Don't eat the person who come in here. That when he still had the mori on his face. Everything does have a little science in it. And they put in, this is why you just eat with your hand. You ever study that? If somebody come and ask it, Auntie, I see only how one spoon. I just do how one with how one spoon there. But all the people so backward, you eat it with your hand. Other cultures would say that long time-ish and unsanitary. What you're doing is, remember what I'm saying, Lakshmi Mata, bless every mouthful I take and allow it to enhance my body. Maybe I have a health problem, maybe I have a sick problem, whatever problem. By the food I eat, enrich my body. If you hear older people say, brother, me I want no spoon. Spoon I have no benefit. But when I use this mudra, this have benefit. Please remember that. When all this is happening, he went and he get the right people for you to wash the foot, for you to feed them. When you get somebody, it have people in this world, God make them. Because of past karma, maybe the brain have formed properly. So the person have the differently evil, but believe it, it have benefit in feeding them. So he went and he do his prayers, and when he finished the prayers, he went and he feed these people to the mouth. If you ever happen to go to a shrad and you see that happening, this is what is going on. He did the same. And when the yag was finished, Lord Shiva appeared in front of them in the mandap, but in front by his foot had a mini Shiva. If you ever see a pitié computer thing now, and you see like a little baby Shiva, same snake, Trishul, everything, but he looking like a baby. In this discourse, that is the bull. Here where we going. Lord Shiva, big Shiva, as you know him, and a little mini Shiva stood there. Mother is standing. And he says, this, O Shalida, is what you've been praying for. And today I've come to deliver your blessing. Prem Subalo Mahapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Let's hear what happens in these next slok. Pahi Pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajan. Pahi Pahi means save me, Prabhu, save me. If you were praying and that Murti turned to breathing flesh and he said everything you was asking for, here, look it. You feel you'd be able to talk normal? You feel you'd be able to say, God, give me the numbers for the lottery, and you know, that's the star man, she don't do me too good, fix you now. You feel everything would have turned up inside of you to talk in the moment. Think about how you is being present. See, this man started to cry. This man couldn't talk. God appeared and he's telling him, where you just asked me for, look, I bring it, it manifests. It is your time. Are you happy, son? And this is what he had to tell him. Pahi, 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 Gajanana, Parvati Nanda, Gajanana. Everybody, come on.
Pahi, 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 Gajanana, Parvati Nanda, Gajanana.
Lambodar he Gajanana,
Lambodar he Gajanana,
Lambodar he Gajanana,
Lambodar he Gajanana,
Lambodar Gaj Vicharana. Pahi, 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 pahi. Come on, everybody.
Gajanana, Parvati Nanda, Gajanana.
Sapurna rasa he Vishwamitra, Varuna ye muni, tasya prabhaye prashchit, tasvi nanditam.
Pahi, 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 Gajanana, Parvati Nanda, Gajanana.
He says to him, today my life is complete. Oh Ishwar, today give me more than what I wanted. I prayed for a normal child. I prayed for a child that looks like me. I didn't know I was going to get one that looked like you. My vrat has been maintained. I didn't break from the celibacy vow. I didn't have to go and live as a husband in order to get this child. Instead, look, he's appeared as a 5-year-old babe. And he looks like you, Prabhu. My heart is full. In that moment, Devi lifts her hand, and inside of that father, she lifts a flame. a type of insecurity, anxiety, the breath. Because as you get the child, good, God, you bless me with this gift. And in the next side of your mind, you start afraid you lose this gift. You start afraid and fright, and you start to think about what you have to provide and what I have to get and what I'll do. And you start to give up your time, your effort, all type of ways. Now the body and the mind is being pulled. Are you getting to do your puja? Are you offering your dar? Or are you only studying for the benefit of this child? I need to do this. I need to go temple. I need to do prayers. I need to put up that Hanuman flag. I need to do Saraswati prayers. I don't know if I believe in Hanuman Baba, but for that child, I have to do that Saraswati prayers. Inside of this father, in that moment, mother is playing with him. She wants to see what he will do. From not knowing what it was to love something else. In that moment, by the vision, by seeing this child for the first time, Shalida fell in love, and he starts to hold on. He starts to, this is mine. The child becomes his breath, becomes his life. The same Shiva that is living in his chest, he equates that breath with this child. Eka danta gajanana, Eka danta gajanana,
Eka danta gajanana,
Aneka dantam gajanana, gajanana. Everybody,
Pahi 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 gajanana, Parvati nanda gajanana.
Shat par nande tar purushayam mitra varuna ye ati drishti meva sapai har pura ye na param shiva pahi pahi
Pahi pahi pahi pahi gajanana, Parvati nanda gajanana.
Sachidananda gajanana,
Sachidananda gajanana,
Sachidananda gajanana.
Sachidananda gajanana.
Imagine God come and give you what you want. Your prayer in your life. Make this yourself in this moment. See this. And tell me if this don't happen. God give me the child. God give me the grandchild. God give me something. God give me the house. God give me the marriage. Name it. But as you get it, it is come with some formalics. It is come with some formatters. You love how the temple looking, oh God, nice. We achieve it. And then one day you go realize, oh God, we have to paint it. Oh God. You get a grandchild, and in the husband and the wife, these children, oh God, poor thing, they're fighting. No, I can't see the grandchild. I pray for my child to get a job. They're at a distance. God bless them, they're living good. They get their own house. They're at a distance, and I can't get to see the grandchild. I have a different problem now because that grandchild is my life, and I cannot live without seeing this child. I get it, but as I get it again, a different test. I'm enjoying it, you know, it's going good. I'm happy. Sickness coming, separation coming, an accident might happen. Somehow, some tests coming. And when it comes, somehow we always in shock. Be fear. Everybody. Why this had to happen? Why God let this happen? Why this had to happen? This moment coming here. 5 years old, you see baby, you fall in love with the baby. 7 years old, they're doing the Janev Sanskar. The father is doing all the prayers, doing all the teaching, Mundan Sanskar, everything he's doing it. Prayers for your child to develop, to grow, Karna Veda Sanskar, to pop the ears, so that the child becomes very knowledgeable. And one day, after that 7 years, after the journey reached on the chest, 2 people reached by the house, Mitra and Varun, 2 Brahmans sent by Shiv. It was time for Lord Shiva, the same Jagat Guru, the same teacher. He wanted to test Shalida, when you didn't have your child, you used to pray plenty. But now you get your child and you fall in love. And you forget me. When you get where you want, you just tend to forget him. Let me see what you're going to do. Remember, he prayed for a child that will be deathless. The two Brahman come and he says, we see upon the marks of this child's body, the forehead, the hands, the toe, one longer than the other. It have different marks on the body that give or is indicative of different signs. This child only has 1 year to live. Dear Father, it is so unfortunate when a parent has to live to see their child end before them. Oh, it is so unfortunate when the ancestors in a family are going to be robbed of the next generation. I pray that you are not going to have to live through this pain in your next janam, but prepare, Father, you're going to lose him. From the peace, put yourself in this position. The Father starts to bawl. He starts to lose the breath. This once tame, very timid, very calm, very controlled man is feeling, dear God, my breath. I do not have breath. I cannot talk. I do not know what to say again. I forget with confusion all the mantra. I am bewildered because I told you I want a child that will outlive me, that will be permanent. Why would you give me a child that is going to die in front of me? Why would you reward my prayer with this? And he starts to beat the ground. And he starts in this argument. He starts to cuff the ground and he's calling on him. Shiva, Shiva, help me. I don't know what to do here. I'm bewildered. What you do? Honestly, if I did hear this, I don't know where. Lambodara he gajanana. Lambodara he gajanana. दुख दुख ये पुत्र का हो है दुख ईश्वरा शरणा प्रतिमा हे बालक को पुत्र पुत्र ये ना ये आती पाही 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 गजानना पार्वती नंदा गजानना. Father is calling the Rudraksmala first. He rips up everything that is on his body. The yantra, the kavach that he has on his neck, that when he's praying, protect him from the onslaught of other entities, pisach and other things coming to feed on the energy he's accruing with his prayer. When you go to puja, and we know the correct thing is the kush grass ring on the hand, protect the person they're doing press. The mango leaf on your foot supposed to be kush grass, protect the person in the press. Don't interfere with them, Jeff. Don't let no bad news come. Don't stop them. Don't stop this press. Let them see the way. They're doing jap, they're doing vrat, they're doing shivratri. Allow them to get through. But no, this man can't function. Nothing can work. He's bewildered. Rips everything off of him. Shiva is nothing to me. And Nandi comes. Says, Dad, what are you doing? You prayed to that Japmala. That Aksh, that Rudraksh is the teardrops of Shiva. Wherever that teardrops is, Shiva is there. What are you doing? He says, son, when I prayed for you, I called you Putra. Putra, Put, the person by their choices, save the parents from Put, getting burnt in hell. But now I will live to see you die. I was told, it was foretold that what Ishwar told me is not going to happen. That you are going to die. And I don't know what to do. Says, Dad, hold on. If I am Putra, leave me to pray. I will fix this. I believe in my Shiv. My Shiv will take care of me. You watch me, I'm a little boy, but I will teach you how to pray. You don't know about prayer. Devo Danava Kapiki Naras Vanar Yena Yeati Hita Yena Janama Kripapal Adya Shiva Putrayati Pahi Pahi. Everybody.
Pahi 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 Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana
Parvati Nanda Gajanana
Parvati Nanda Gajanana.
Prem se bolo Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. He says, Dad, if I have a short life, leave it. But I believe in him even now. Danavas, Ravan, all Tripura, all of them in their moment of test, afraid, that one who defeats Kal, time, Yamraj, he is able to destroy them because of who he is. Don't forget where he lives. Don't get confused and think he is so small and so limited. You don't understand your Shiva. He says, Daddy, what's the power of Shiv worship? And the little child, with no big set of puja material, no big set of equipment, sits down with full faith, and he starts to do Jagawe, his mantra. In some instances, God gives the children the parents so that they serve as a reason for the prayer that is going to happen. Children are there to add value sometimes in this life in the way of the prayers they cause. Think about the parent that would never do a Saraswati Puja if that child wasn't in exam class. Think about how many prayers we would not maybe do if it weren't for the children or the grandchildren in our life. Therefore, in this way, Lord Shiva makes even these forms, the jiv, the mouth that these grandchildren have now, my God, the kind of things that is learn and do. They can't learn ABC good, but tell them find YouTube on the phone, they can find it. It's a strange kind of knowledge. And in the same way, they will milk out of the grandmother and the grandfather a type of patience. Babe, don't light the diya so. Don't offer the dar so. Come, hold it properly. Come, sit down with mama. Go in and do hawan. A different kind of patience that, in all fairness, did not exist inside that same person when God gave them children. How many times people in my generation, let me just say the parent, watching how grandmother is behave with her grandson. My sister have a grandson, he playing drum date, I'm a nephew. And I remember when my mother was alive, my mother used to quarrel with me. You're getting fat. Me are going to make no dal puri for you. You are going to eat solid. Me are going to make that for you. No. Hard luck. But when he come now, and he say, Nani, I want dal puri. Such thing is 2 o'clock in the morning. I know, mommy, but ain't you gonna make it for me? Yes, babe. Who is you? How many times? Check yourself, every grandmother here. How much time all it is let them get away with murder? And when it was your turn, you're killing them. I make you and I could kill you. The same thing the grandchild come and do. Oh God, you see how nice they do that. I remember my mother telling me he self make mess. She says, see, you is a bad pundit. And all it is wishing Krishna Janam for Krishna Janam night and how he used to make trouble for Yashoda Mata. And that time it's nice. Look, my Kanha making all the mess here for me and I enjoying it. Good. Tell me inside of you, if you're living that point in your life, how you get that love and patience. When did that switch happen? That you had patience with somebody throwing down everything in your house. eating, making you get work now. If the husband asks for a roti, he bad, this man, God. But if your granddaughter asks for it, oh, good. You want next one? When you see God working inside of you in this simple example, you really have to think when you sit down by yourself, and I advise you to do it. Think about maybe it's easier to watch it in somebody else. In the case of the grandfather or the grandmother, when did you change? When did you timmer down, calm down? When did you have patience? When did that come? And how did it come? In this child's case, this child is praying, and the father is watching. Nandishwar says, my role was to inspire, to bring, to milk out of this devotee of Shiva a different type of knowledge, a different type of prayer, a different type of love, a different type of emotion in the way only a child and a parent could understand. So the father is getting emotional when he hears the bad words. Any doctor tell you a child going to die in a year, you could imagine your condition. But now you're seeing the child, look how the child saying the prayers, and you getting hope. True, you know what, I go in and pray. He did say, Mama, come, let me pray. Mama said, the Hanuman said, I'm going to knock the drum. And something about that is do something to you. In this way, my father watched me pray, and he calmed down. And two of us ended up sitting to do this prayers together. We entered to chapter 7. After a long time doing severe tapasya and did not move, the five-headed form of Lord Shiva, I'll explain that form to you tomorrow night. Five-headed form of Lord Shiva, where he has 10 hands. The main head has 3 eyes. That form appeared on the northern side of the Bedi. Appearing to them, he says, O Shalida, I am so pleased with the intensity, with the way you fix your mind on me, that although you get this distraction called child, you are able to hold to me. Shalida is covered in tears, mucus is running from everywhere. Nandi is smiling, and he says, O Shiv Baba, please, my father's heart is breaking because it was foretold that I would die. Please remove that pain from him. Lord Shiva looks to Shalida and he says, because of my tests, Mitra and Varun, those 2 Brahman were devatas, and they came to look for you. And they put this fear, this anxiety inside of you to see what you are going to do in this moment of test. And he says, dear Father, you did not fail. These 2 came to test you, but you did not throw your hands up in the air and give up. He says, today I am going to bless you. Now I'm ready to bless your child. Now I am ready to give your child the true Ashirwad that he is going to gain in this life. Time running away from me, everybody. He tells him, yes, he will be free from old age. He's not going to die. He will be, think what's saying here. See that Ganesh, Ganapati? Ganapati is Ganesh because he's the leader of all the Ganas of Lord Shiva. Pati, he's the Lord, he's the king of the Ganas. But before Ganesh took form, who was Ganapati? Who was the general in the army? That bison, that bull, Nandi. He tells him he will be the leader to corral all the people that come to serve me. Everybody that achieves Shiv Lok and is called a Gana will have to come under the will and the power of Nandishwar. Nandishwar will be the person that will help others attain me. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. Have you ever gone to a temple? In your temple, Nandi is at a distance. But Nandi is always, whether close up or far, watching the lingam. Pay attention. Nandi is supposed to be where the mother, the yoni, and the male, the ling, is sitting, and the little runoff, the trough, in the direction of that trough, usually facing north. Nandi is facing southward, watching back at the lingam. Why? When the male and the female energy hit, imagine we take up the electrical, this fan, take the positive and the negative wire and we spark it soon. You know, you see the spark? Danger, electrical energy. When the two came together, energy shoots off the top from the runoff of that part of the lingam. And let me just use English word, radiation. Nandi is the form that is placed close to him to block that energy from affecting people. So if somebody says, if you ever see it, I explain it, let us circumambulate the lingam. You ever see the person stand up? Let me say it, understand what I'm saying, everybody, the trough there in front of me here. So I standing up like if I'm facing so. I am not going to go where the trough is. You're going to see me, I will show you more tomorrow night. I stand up from this side and I go walk so and come back this way. You ever see somebody do that? They don't walk in front where that trough. See that part where the water is drip off? It have a rule. If people in India just do it a lot. In Trinidad, they're learning about how to go by his ears. The reason why the bull, the ears is always erect. When you want something and you are praying for that form, yes, we learn that we walk around the lingam in this way. And just know, and we just do the arati for the lingam this way. The reason for that, if I go like this, how we are accustomed, when the tarrier reach here, you go cast a shadow, lower down. So if I put that shadow on that lingam, I'm going to get trapped. I'm going to get a trouble. So the person is keep the light underneath, so it always shooting on the lingam in front. So this is why we this arti Shiv Baba, Lingam Baba in this way. So that lingam have little rules in it. When now you feel like a praying like this guy, I feel like me again, man. It's only test, trouble. Go, when you walk around, you go by that bull and you whisper, Nandi, please tell Shiv Baba, and I say it for children, tell Shiv Baba to help me pass my exam. If you ever see it in a movie where the people whispering by the bison ears, what they say in there is the secret or the prayers they are praying for. This is just the procedure to do it. This is where he's going. This is how we get there then. This is what we're talking about tonight. He says, your son, that Nandi, will be imperative in helping people get blessing when they have trouble or they have a problem that is hard to fix, hard to heal, hard to overcome. He will be my constant companion. And when the person goes to that form of my own self, Nandishwar, the form of Ishwar in the bull form, Nandi, they will be able to get remedy, overcome the problem. Lord Shiva put his hand in the jata and takes out Ganga, and he starts to bathe the child to remove the sickness and the death that was coming. You and I just do this. When we go to have Bandara, you just hear the people going by the river to bathe. When you have Gra Puja, you just hear you're going by the sea or the river to bathe. When you have wedding before and you just bathe the people with the cow product, the milk, the dahi, the ghee, the cow urine, the gobar. Bathe, take off the sin that interfere with you. When you get married, make sure you can be committed and you're going to live good. You're going and have antishti sanskar, bathe the body before the prayers do. Take off the sin in different ways. Now, take off the sin. The Ganga Jal is passed, but not from any and any place. From the hair of Shiva itself is placed here. Let's hear what happens. I know it's time running out. In this last slok, when Lord Shiva was ready to give him the posture, the position, what he tell him? Aye Shivaratri Bhambola, Aye Shivaratri Bhambola, Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola,
Shivaratri Bhambola,
Aye
Shivaratri Bhambola, Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola,
Bola Bola Bhambola, Bhambola Bola Bola शंकर कृत खेल खेलाता आये शिवरात्रि भम भोला
आये शिवरात्रि भम भोला
शिव शिवरात्रि भम भोला
शिव शिवरात्रि भम भोला
You want him to be blessed? I bless your child that he will always serve the goddess and myself. He will be the paramount form. When he comes, when a person does go down and you see people doing the bull, when the bull is given, this is reminiscent of this discourse. When the person does in Shani Puja, when they are doing the horseshoe puja, or the people are Shani Shanti part, and they are using that type of prayer, you will see a decrease in expenditure, financial problem because of this son of yours. When a person put up a horseshoe in their place, they will see sales, they will see money, stability, barakat, Lakshmi will come. Oh Shalida, wherever I have to go, when I take different incarnation, when I go on different mission, when I go on different battle, your son will always be with me. Whenever I take form in any lingam, in any type of prayer, he has to be there. When you are putting up the jandi, you see the one, when you go high yagya, you see people putting by the junction, be going out the road, up the road, down the road, they just put flags. Not in 9 different colors. Let me just say, ship around, we go put a whole set of yellow flag or red flag. It is have different form, it is called. One of those form on the junction is be Nandishwar, stand up here and protect this street. Don't let nobody get sick. Don't let nobody die. Allow all who come into the yagya, allow them to be safe, safe passage, protect them. Do not let anything stop them when they're coming. Your son will be imperative when that energy is shooting and there's nobody to block that radiation. When you hear somebody say they come by your house but the place feels heavy, the pundit like he can't blow the song, the people can't hit the tassa, the drummer want to play and he can't play. When you go your wedding and you see the in the drum, this is one of the forms that it is called bless me. Let the energy of the place be up so that I could live in peace. Do not let that radiation interfere. This cause a lot of the same lingam could bring good and it could bring bad. Imagine somebody say I have a lingam but I throw a bone on it. I throw a piece of KFC on it and you could understand trouble coming. You go argument, somebody desecrate that murti, argument, first, different type of confusion. But who going to save you from it is that bull. He is going to sit in a place opposite the lingam. And instead the lady and the man now, the male and the female, the Shiva and the Parvati, be out of control. And they're causing the same friction. Remember, good and bad come from God. The same Devi, if she want to dance nice, she might look like Sita Mata. But if she get to Kali Mata and she on control, the same house could go from peace and happiness, health, to some form of destruction. Your son, who is very close to the Devi, your son will come between two of we. And if we are not happy, he will bring peace. This is why we just put the Nandi with the Lingam. And if you go and you see the bull sit down watching Lord Shiva, what does he say? Your son will come to help me. When in the discourse where the lingam is falling and it is like a meteorite, it's like a outer space, it's glowing with fire. He got very hot. He says, your son will come to save me then. Hear how, watch the mouth of the bull. When you go, the mouth is always there like a blowing whistle. If you ever go and you see somebody doing Shiv Puja and they're blowing whistle, and they're blowing whistle on the lingam, this is why. Listen, Bola, bola, bam, bola. Bola, bola, bam, bola. Bola, bola, bam, bola. Aye Shivaratri, bam, bola. Come on, everybody.
Bam bola.
Shiva, Shivaratri, bam, bola.
Shiva Shivaratri bam bola.
Kasya adi thoratam and they do not know what to do. If you remember that discourse. And it was burning everything and it was damaging everything. That same lingam. They run to mother and they say, Ma, you have to help me. You don't, nobody. She says, my body is the only thing could hold him. Nothing cannot hold that lingam. So mother came underneath that yoni, that part we're holding has a cup like the womb to catch him. And when she catch him, the amount of fire, he was burning. When the Lord sit in that form, he's on fire. So everybody came. If you see people offering water, milk, that he cool, calming ingredients. If you come in, ask yourself, where did we bathing this man with all this wet ingredients? The floor is get wet, eye is get wet, so much as splashing. Why? I don't bathe none of them with that amount of fluid. But Shivratri night, that lingam had to be running with water, constantly dripping. And who coming to help him? Your son, Shalida. Your son will sit in front of him. And the bison, when he see Lord burning, he felt so helpless. He said, Shiv Baba, I will help you. And the child started to blow on him. When you go and you see somebody tired, and you see the person, you see that started with this fella. I am taking my energy and I am shooting it on you so that my energy could help you live. Maybe you're going and you're getting a jar, bad eye, and you're feeling weak, you're feeling sick. From my power to you, take some, borrow some. And I am in charge and I'm imbibing you. This young fella, that bull, he says, you are my God, you are my master, but no, I cannot see you burning with fire. Dear God, if my power have any merit. And he sat close to him and he started to blow on him. Some people, when they're doing Shiv Puja, beside different posture, if you see people stand up with left foot on the right knee, different twists, the ankle, if they can't lift the foot, different way that is offered, just as how when we offer in Pinda, it is offered through the ring and index, they twist the body. In the same way, when they are doing different stotra, you can see the person, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Sometimes it comes out like a whistle. You hear people say, when my father used to offer Dara, I used to see him whistling. When he picking bay leaf, he used to be whistling. When you see people doing Shiv Puja and they're playing harmonica or woodwind, flute, or some blowing instrument is offered to Shiv Baba because of this. He says, your son will sit, and for as long as I am sitting in a lingam, so long as I come for Shivratri, so long as it is a Jyotirlingam, Nandi will sit there blowing on me. He says, don't worry about this child. This is my child. You did not have the karma to have him, but I will keep him. And so long as he is with me, in service of me, taking care of me, toting my force, toting my weight, when nobody could tote me, he will tote me. And who will gain the blessings? Because you are his father. Because your ancestors are linked to him. You will reap all the merit. Please listen, oh Father. What a blessing when you make good children. How much blessing, merit, punyam you are bringing not only to yourself, but you have to share that merit with the village, with the family, with all those that are to come and those that have gone on. One child will bring 7 generations of blessing, and yours will bring more. He says, please understand, this test is over. It is time for you to reap the reward. Vyakshami Trilokesha Sambhani Samsada Shiva. In all my works, when I will come as the son of Krishna, when I will come as the helper to Sri Ram, when I will come as the Brahman, when I will come as the bat, when I will come as the bull, when I will come to fight Narsingh, your son will be there shoulder to shoulder with me. This is the part for children to understand. If Lord Shiva is Batman, it comes like Nandi is the Robin. He's his best friend. He is his helper. He hands him, he helps him in every avatar. Nandi, because of who he is, because of the prayer, because of the hope that he brings to the Father, Nandi was given this position. Maruta, Maruta, Brigasutta, He Devi, Sita, Manuhara, Pali, Parvati, Devi, Ati, Manuhar, Devi, Ye Ata, Bhola, Bhola. Ganapati Mahadeva ki jai.
Jai.
He says when there are different times, it have so much of discourse where Lord Shivan, the mother fall out. He will always be her friend. Nandi will never stand up against the mother. In the Katha with the Shivran version of how Ganesh gets the elephant head. In the Katha where Kali Mata is standing next to Shiva and she says to him, Prabhu, I feel like you're jibbing away from me. Is it that you don't like this Kali form? He said, I like when you're in the Gauri form, the fair form, the pretty form, all the gold and all the nice dress. And she gets very angry with Lord Shiva. She says, cursed are you and your gender. This is where man gets Ashram. That you don't know what a woman is. You are so blind and so stupid that you expect me to be 19 in this way. Forgive me here, asking forgiveness. Because it's truth what the Katha says. In the body of the woman, the breast is paramount to her job. And that body, the breast included, you will see the breast being used not only the wedding day when the lady touched the head of the child, when the breast, if in case that child drowned and you see the lady go by the river, the sea, and they ask back for the body. In different places, this portion of your body is used. She says that bosom looks one way when I am 19 before I make the child. When I make the child, it's different. When stretch mark and different mark come on my body and you don't love that, you don't love me. When I age and you change again and you go into that menopausal change and my body, me I know myself and me I know if I'm going or I'm coming, hormone playing with me and you don't love me, then you only love me when I was 19. Don't tell me you love me, oh Shiva. And this is why sometimes when you see him sit down by himself and mother turn on him, it have many examples of that. And this is why we come together for these 3 nights to touch on it, to read about we God. To read about what we know and forget or what we don't know. That is Vimisha. He says from today, when Devi is by herself, Nandi will be with she. So in the Gauri form, when you see Naratam come around, Gauri form, you don't see the tiger. And you see the bull, you see the white, some drawing it look like cow, but it's really the bull. How the bull come with the Gauri form? Shiv Baba tell he take care of your mother. Simple language. Stand up with she. She going to fight in the Navratri battle in that Gauri form. Go with your mother. In today's world, don't you hear that in homes? Your mother doing so and so. Just go see what she doing. Make sure she okay. Make sure she reach back safe, etc. In the same way, Nandi, imagine he would not send Ganesh. He does not send Kartik. He does not send the daughter. He does not send none of the other children of Lord Shiva. The only one you will see with Devi by herself is this bull. And because of it, when it have a discourse, I don't know if you hear it, tell me after when I come up from here if you want to hear it. It have a reason when Shivratri night come and Tanti and them, them gonna make the best barfi and the sahari and all the different, you see it or find it. But oh God, me and uncle in the back grumbling, they're giving me none. You ever see that? They offer the world to the lingam, but it is not shared. That is the reason for that. Parvati Mata puts a shrap on Shiva. I am summarizing. Because of something he did, nobody is going to eat your jutta. Think back when you have Yagya. You offer the little katura by the Chausat Yogni, the triangle, by the Tulsi, by the Shaligram. Take up all that and carry it back to mix when we want to pack for people. But the offering by the lingam or what is called Shiv Nirmalayam is not touched. You will not hear the person say Shiv Arpanam. Nothing that is called with he name, touch it. When you put something by he, leave it. Don't take it back. Lord Vishnu worship is a little different. For the person who knows Shiva, and I only wetting your taste, but not throwing things at you, for you to check yourself, I know about that. I never hear that. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you're supposed to not do that. If you follow me. It have a reason. When you're doing he puja, you're not supposed to wear blue. When you're decorating, you're not supposed, I don't want to get in trouble with nobody. But when you're decorating, you will see people use red, yellow, white, but not blue. It have Shiv Puja have that. So when you know of your Shiva, think what I'm saying. We talk about all this. When you come Shivratri night to do your puja to Shiva, by the end of this 3 night, you have to be a little more ready. So that when you come and you're ready to talk to him, well, you know what? I am not going to stand up in front of that trough area for to talk about that. I want to see I'm doing my prayers, but I want to see my life get easier, improve. I don't want it to go down. I feel like I'm doing the prayers, but thing again better, again worse, man. Sometimes if you take a cake mix and you follow the steps, you just get a nice cake. But if one like me go in the kitchen and I see, well, you have flour, you have sugar, just take a games. You may not get the outcome you're looking for. You might get a soup, but you may not get chocolate cake. Likewise, when in Gita it talks about prayers, yes, it has prayers. Sattvic prayer, follow the rules, follow the scriptural injunction, like some of what we're talking about today. Tamasic prayer, for example, you just hear one day I went to do prayers, I was abroad, and the person said, Babs, I eat hog yesterday. But we gonna have a good prayers tomorrow, don't worry. I say, you're mad? What you doing? Well, you could, and you're telling me, do like you're boasting about this thing. He said, Baba, you see, all pundit, so backward. God is coming for what is in my heart, not for what in the stomach. Some people think like that, and they make tamasic according to Gita. They make the rules to their own liking. They make the rules to their own convenience. The timing of the prayers, I know I want to do certain prayers in the morning, but we're going to reach home in the evening, do it in the night, not one day. When you do it, yes, because flag will be flying, Parsad shed. Baba going from fat to fatter, more and more Parsad, oh God, look trouble. But are you seeing benefit? Are you seeing blessedness? If you don't follow the recipe for the cake, it don't work. When you don't follow the recipe for the prayers, it don't work either. Tonight, as I conclude, understand one little morsel of Lord Shiva, what that bull represents. And when it's home, you have your lingam, and you don't have your bison right there, get a little clay plastic into this bowl, you could get it from metic, put him. Because when he's unattended in that lingam form, wherever that light hit, it is tend to have argument in that room. We just can't sit down to eat in that room. Children just can't grow. Pregnant girl, she passing, walking in front of that beam of energy. Bucket, it might have a stillbirth, God forbid, a miscarriage, trouble come. That little bison, you pay attention to what I say, you just see it have a purpose. Please understand the purpose. Tonight, as I conclude, I hope you learn something based on your katha, and I hope tomorrow night we get to continue. Prem Sabolo Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Let's all stand as time run away from now. I'd like to do a song with Uncle Maran. We will sing after, right? Okay. Right? I don't want to keep everybody outside too late. Again, I apologize for going over the time. Forgive me. Put all your hand together. When you're doing arti, mudra, right? You're putting your hand here for a reason. My belly big, trust me. I could stand here and hold the belly up, you just have to hold up the belly sometime when you go to prayers, but it wouldn't really yield you the benefit, the need. When you put yourself as the offering, you would get what you're looking for. You're offering yourself in this moment. If you cheat, it don't really go affect the Baba. It's you who are the trouble. Dear God, I have come to your prayer. Close your eyes and let me pray a little bit. Little bit. Dear God, I've come to do your prayer and the time is finished. Time to go home. Hey, Mahadev, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to have listened a little bit to your worship. Shaligram Shila Mekanam Vipranam Jatacha Aprapate Som Yagya Mahapunyam Eka Bilva Shivarpanam. Prabhu, if a person offer one beli, it is equal to offer into the shaligram of a Brahman that is constantly worshipping the shaligram. And then I'll take that water and I'll bathe with it, I'll drink with it. Dear God, when I offer one bay leaf on that lingam, I get the blessing as if in my younger days, when I was more capable, financial days, I was more capable to do an entire Shiv Yag. I will get the same blessing, God, as if I bathe you with that bale. Aganda belva patrena pujita nandi keshwara shudayanti sarva papebhyo eka belva shivarpanam. I offer a bail leaf to you, Ishwar, if just in my mind tonight. You know, I didn't commit a bail, but I'll do it in my mind. Accept it. If the bail is not tattered, broken, cut, bent, it says that it is as if I am offering Nandi, the bull, to you. He brings you great happiness and help. And just by offering for the person who happened to give a bull to the temple or to the lingam, he cleanses by that gift. He cleanses all the sins that is affecting you. He cleanses that sin from your life. So this is why sometimes when you come temple and you say, I go get the bull, I want to bathe the bull, I want to put flowers by the bull. This is why. Tonight as we do final arati, Prabhu, in my heart and in my mind, I did not know the value of that little bison that you have next to you right now. But you see, tomorrow night, bless me that I could bring a little flowers, so as I talk from the Bail Ashtakam, a bay leaf for you. Bless me that these two hands, as I am trying to improve, if it's one flowers, I'm coming to Yag. This is a Yagyashala. Bless me not to come empty-handed, Prabhu. Karapura Gaudam Karunavataram Sansara Sadam Bhujagendraharam Sadavasantam Hridayavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Short arti, everybody. Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara, Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Krishna Omkara, sing away.
Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara,
Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Ardangi Dada.
Vishnu Sada Shiva Ardangi Dada.
Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara,
Jai Shiva Omkara,
Hare Shiva Omkara. Akshamala Vanmala Mundamala Dhari.
Akshamala Vanmala Mundamala Dhari.
Chandana Mriga Madasohe Bale Shashidhari.
Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara.
Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Janata Aviveka.
Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Janata Viveka. Janavakshadmadye ye tino eka. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara.
Triguna
आरती शिव जी की जो कोई नर गावे। आरती शिव जी की जो कोई नर गावे। कहत शिवानंद स्वामी सुख संपदा शिव ओंकारा हरे शिव ओंकारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव अर्धांगीधारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव अर्धांगीधारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा हरे शिव ओंकारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा हरे शिव ओंकारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा हरे शिव ओंकारा
ओम हर 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 महादेव हेल्प में ओम हर 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 महादेव ओम हर 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 महादेव ओम हर 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 महादेव. With one voice, everybody. Tvameva Mata
पिता
Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha
Sakha Tvameva
Tvameva Vidya
Dravinam Tvameva
Tvameva Sarvam
Mama Deva Deva
Tvameva Sarvam
मम देव देवा
Together. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Together. Prem Sablo Mahapati Mahadeva ki
Jai
Pauna Putra Hanuman ki
Jai
Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki
Jai
Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki
Jai
Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Jai Sita.